Man, I did not want to review this one, but I did already review every single movie in the DC extended universe. Um, and I did make a promise that I would watch all of them leading up to the Snyder Cut. I've been avoiding this one for two reasons. One, the obvious one is that HBO Max took it out, and I really don't know where else to find it. And second reason, most of all, is just I didn't want to kill like 2 fucking hours of this shit. And don't get me wrong, the movie started pretty damn good. Now, before I get started, how the hell did I even watch this movie? Well, my girlfriend's never seen it, and she said, "Oh, look, they're having a movie there. Like, there shouldn't be nobody. I got 2 tickets," and I was like, "You know what? That's fair. She got 2 tickets." They're airing it on Cinepolis. For those of you who do not know that, that's actually a Mexican theater. But there's some in San Diego, so I said I'll check it out. And we watched it, and I had to sit through this, and my girlfriend even apologized, like, "Yeah, that was a pretty bad movie." And yeah, I don't like this movie. I think it's fair to say that I do not like Wonder Woman 1984. But why exactly don't I like it? First of all, we start off with a flashback, a really cool flashback of showing Wonder Woman cheating, cheating to get the try to win the race, but she gets stopped and said like, "Oh, that's not how you win in this world, and that's not how you're ready for life." And it would be a cool flashback if it was connected to the entire movie, but I was like, how is this connected to anything? It really made no sense. And then basically the story is that there's this magic rock where Pedro Pascal, the villain of this movie, who looks like a white Mexican version of Donald Trump, he basically finds he's after this uh wishing rock where you are granted a wish with a sacrifice. Um, Before we get to Wonder Woman's one, we'll talk about Kristen Wiig's one, and where she wishes to be just like Diana. She wanted to be strong. She wanted to be sexy. She wanted to do all these things because she is just a nerd, just like the Riddler in Batman Forever, just like Electro in Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now Kristen Wiig is the next one, Cheetah. Even though she's not really Cheetah until the end, which makes no sense whatsoever. Human, she wants to be just like Diana. Diana is not a fucking cheetah at all. So why does she turn into a cheetah other than we gave her too many damn powers? Like, it was just all over the place, and she was supposed to be this super hot and powerful woman, and she just looks the fucking same. She just lets her hair down a little bit. She wears better clothing, and she stops using glasses. Okay, what the hell? They really, if they're gonna do this, they need to cast right people. Jamie Foxx was not a nerd ever. So why was he the nerd in Amazing Spider-Man 2? Like, they need to learn how to fucking cast people. They're gonna do this. And there's also this scene where throughout the series, throughout the movie, there's like some like old creepy dude that like just grabs women, and you're supposed to feel bad that Kristen Wiig's character is beating the shit out of this man. No, fuck that guy. Yeah, beat the shit out of him. How is she the bad guy? Yeah, fuck that guy. If she killed him, good for her. Fuck that guy. Um, who gives a shit? And this had the problem that even Captain Marvel fans could admit wasn't that bad. Like, Captain Marvel got a lot of flack for being like, oh, it's just a female empowerment movie without it being without focusing on telling a good story. This was that movie. Um, and there's a really weird conspiracy theory that I swear to God, I can't believe I'm saying this, but people are saying that Wonder Woman is a rapist because uh so for those of you who do not know, you know I already spoiled this, but Steve Trevor returns in this movie, but he doesn't return the same way you would imagine. So, for starters, Wonder Woman wishes him to return, because that's the one love she lost, and so she wishes for him to return, and he returns, but as somebody else. He is a complete random person. He just went into uh Chris Steve Trevor just went into this person's body, and you just kind of have to assume it's him even though it's not him. And this man, like, they don't explain, like, he has a family, he lost his job, like, what's up with him? He's just kind of rolling around with a Wonder Woman without like any problem with it. Also, the biggest thing that comes out of this, the one thing people are talking about all the time, is that because they had sex, yes, we're adults, because they had sex and the man was not in his mind, like, what the hell? And I just wonder, why did they do that? Like, I just thought about it. Like, was it necessary? Like, come on. Like, if they were gonna bring back Chris Pine, why couldn't they bring him back like as a ghost or something, as a flashback? Or the way they brought him was so damn stupid, and it just made him look worse. And eventually, he's the one who makes the sacrifice, telling uh Diana, like, renounce your wish and get your powers back. And that you have to believe that Wonder Woman doesn't have her powers, even though she made an invisible jet. She still could run really fast. She could still jump really high. Like, she could do all these things. But so if you're gonna commit to like someone with no powers, you gotta commit fully. Like, that was just so damn stupid how they did it. And we haven't even talked about Pedro Pascal's character, where he wishes to be the stone or the rock or whatever. And every time he touches people, he's like, "Don't you wish this happened?" And they say yes. And basically he doesn't even give people their wishes. Like, why does he wanna like be this powerful man that could grant everybody's wishes, and he doesn't focus on his family? Like, what the fuck? This is a god awful movie. And I remember it started with like a 90 something percent, and then it just went down and down. It's a 59 at the moment. IMDb has it a 5 out of 10. And people's liking of the movie is a 66%. This is just a way worse movie than it deserves. Like, yeah. Um, and from what I hear, Patty Jenkins and the studios were crashing. And I'm, for the love of God, stop hiring people if you're not gonna let them do their visions. Like, how fucking stupid are you? Like, god damn it. I get it when the Marvel Cinematic Universe did it with Edgar Wright. Maybe the direction that they wanted didn't go the way they planned. Fine. But keep in mind of this. Up to that point, uh Marvel was going 13 movies in, making a successful franchise. So they had an the right to say, no, Edgar, we don't want this because it'll mess up this later. It and it's just so sloppily told. Like, it's just so horrible. And the worst part about all of this is that this play takes place in 1984. So none of this nonsense that ever happened um had to we just had to pretend that it never happened, because Batman in Justice League never brings it up. There's talks that all of this will be talked about in the Snyder Cut, and if I hear correctly that Wonder Woman 3 might be directed by Zack Snyder, then we are into some interesting conversations. This movie is 2.5 hours long, and every second of this movie is horrible. The only good scene, the only legit good cool scene, was the opening mall sequence with Wonder Woman fighting all these robbers. Other than that, this is just one god awful movie. I just don't like it. And I am excited that we got the original Wonder Woman actress to come back. That was super cool. If they do like a crossover with that, and one thing I could say the that DC does better than Marvel is owning up to the multiverse, not this stupid Ralph Boner Quicksilver twist that fucking sucked dick. Um, but hell, I'm curious now to know like what was the original script, because this is a god awful movie. Patty Jenkins, you deserve better. The fans deserve better. Like I don't know who to blame for this abomination. Like, because this movie was delayed like 3 times. Like, I remember it was supposed to come out in 2019, but then it got postponed because or delayed because of things, and then the second time is because of COVID, and then I think they ran a couple of things in the process, and then they was supposed to come out in October, but then again COVID didn't let that, and yeah, we finally got it for free, and I was like, I wonder why it's for free, and I was like, yep, thank God that shit's for free. Obviously, it's not for free, but if you have the HBO Max, then yeah, that shit is for free, and rightfully so, because I would not pay $20 for it, and I'm very sorry that my girlfriend had to pay that much money for it. Yeah, this is a god awful movie. I don't even care, like at this point, how well this review comes, because this movie doesn't deserve it. This movie doesn't deserve um to be respected. This is just awful. This is actually, and I'm not saying that for the sake of this video. This movie is worse than Suicide Squad, Justice League. I'll even say it. It's worse than the Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Batman Forever. This is gonna go down as one of my least favorite superhero movies ever. Maybe even one of my least favorite movies ever, because this was not someone's project that people like. This is just all over the place mess, a convoluted mess that they did not know what it wanted to be, and that's my biggest problem with this movie. It tried to be a good movie, but it's just too much things getting in the way, too much things that make no sense, and overall, we just got this sloppy mess. That is my review of Wonder Woman 1984. It's me, the ALE Double X Prince. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And until then, I'm out.